Oh. Hello to all my sports card, non-sports card, collectors, investors, all my collectibles friends out there in the universe. We do have some breaking news that folks have been waiting to hear about. We have been waiting with bated breath for almost a week now, as there was more kind of smoke around whether or not Logan Paul's $3.5 million Pokemon case might actually be fake. And so people have been waiting for this. It was supposed to happen over the weekend. I guess it did happen over the weekend, but there's no video over the weekend. And so we've just kind of been sitting here waiting. And just to kind of catch you up if you had not heard, Logan Paul went to Chicago to meet with BBCE, the company that had authenticated the case, $3.5 million case, and also with the person, I believe it was the person that he had bought it from for $2.7 million. So the guy that had bought the case for $2.7 million and Logan in the hotel room, he bought it for $3.5 million. BBCE is there. And so they cut into this thing, and at first they're like, okay, these are first edition boxes, but then they kind of notice that there's something a little bit wrong. They look like the boxes look a little bit off. The shaping is not right. It just doesn't feel right, doesn't look right. Sad part is that I think a lot of people just thought it was fake. Now, it could be that they just thought it was fake because they want to kind of hear the bad news. There's a large swath of people out there that were very happy to see this thing being fake. And whether you like Logan Paul, don't like Logan Paul, I don't know Logan Paul. Do you know him? I don't know him. But it's regardless, I think if this was Logan Paul or anybody that had an expensive case, there is a big segment of people that are like, just want that thing to be fake because they want to see the bad news. To be honest, I was kind of indifferent to this, but this has larger implications to our hobby than just this one particular case. And we've seen this with different Pokemon boxes and different things related to Pokemon, but I'm not going to pretend like it's limited to Pokemon. I mean, it's collectibles as a whole. These are the inherent risks that come with buying collectibles. And one reason why I don't buy those high-end, top-of-the-line type stuff. Also, I don't have the money. But still.
Have a nice life in the poorhouse, Mr. Peanut.
Oh, I've lost everything. Where will I go from here? What a shithole.
So what is going to be the fallout from this? I think that's kind of the next step. This was a 7-minute video that he put out. It's really just kind of getting it, they go in, they open it. There's a little bit of, small talk here and there. And then it's just kind of like, obviously it's his reaction. He's screwed. But then it doesn't say like to be continued part 2 or any of that. But in reality, there has to be some sort of a next step to this, going down that chain, I would assume, of sales and figuring out what happened to it. There's probably going to be a larger story. There might even be a documentary on this at some point. I know that sounds kind of dramatic, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility for this or some, some other collectible or just this as part of a, larger collectibles documentary. I do know that one person's YouTube channel that is about to go absolutely like this as far as subscribers, views, etc. is Rattle Pokemon. This is a guy that put together pretty long videos, 40-minute, 50-minute videos, kind of just talking through why he did not think that this particular case was real. And he was going through a lot of different things. I mean, like, this guy was very, very detailed. This wasn't like, just talking out of your butt. This was like, this guy went through different lengths, different conversations that he had with people that are involved in it. And he did a lot of research on it, and he was actually featured in Logan Paul's video. So that alone is definitely going to get him some attention. I think the video had, when I watched it, about 30 minutes ago, it had 200,000 views, and it came out like an hour ago. It's incredible. So, Rattle Pokemon doing the detective work, and probably means that, his channel, I think at one point, last week it was at like 2,000 subscribers. I want to go and look at what it is tonight, just out of sheer curiosity. But check out Rattle Pokemon if you're looking for more of the backstory on this. He's got a few different videos just kind of going through it. And he does not just these videos, but also just Pokemon scammer type videos trying to, out them and try to figure out how to, stop them, stopping scammers in the Pokemon space. So very interesting stuff. BBCE is the company that had authenticated this case. And I think that's going to be kind of, the big question. This is a reputable company. This is not a fly-by-night company. They've been doing it for a long time on the sports card side. And whether you like them, don't like them, I've never been a customer of theirs, so I can't speak to it. But what does it also mean for the larger space of sealed wax? Whether it be Pokemon or sports cards or whatever it is, and I just think of a lot of these things where we talk about sealed video games, sealed VHS, sealed. It's interesting because obviously, look, not everything is fake. Not everything is bad. There's a lot of good, legit stuff out there, but it is a gentle, sobering reminder that, we are all taking risks. We look at, fake PSA Jordan rookie cards, PSA 10s, thanks to Ryan with Breakout Cards. He's brought light to, fake cards and fake slabs, real cards and fake slabs. I mean, big money brings scams. And look, I love this hobby. I enjoy it. There's so many different ways to hobby, but again, we have to be diligent. We have to be careful, with this sort of thing. And it's important that it comes to light and that, it doesn't just keep on going. There hopefully, it can be stopped or at least curbed to some degree. What does it do for the next round of, what if there is a legitimate sealed Pokemon case that pops up? Is anyone going to believe it to buy it? That would be my question. After this, I mean, you have to be skeptical unless they come up with some sort of a scanner or something that can look inside that box. I know they have kind of like X-ray machine type things to do that, but something probably even more sophisticated than that, something that can get even more clarity. I think it's going to take something like that because I just don't see how people are going to continue to spend huge money. It reminds me of art. When you look at like someone paid $10 million for this painting and then they find out later on it was counterfeit. I mean, it happens. It happens in the collectible space, which again, that's just kind of part of the risk that we take on. But what do you guys think? Let me know. Have you watched the video? Definitely take a look at it. I mean, even if you don't care about Pokemon cards, it's an interesting 7 minutes. It's worth it. I understand why people are watching it. Just besides the fact that it was the most expensive case of cards ever purchased. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Stay healthy. Stay awesome. I will talk to you again later.